Major League Baseball player props. We got 4 of them. Stick around and find out who they are. What's going on, YouTube? My name's Austin. This is the Sports Stage. Welcome back to the channel. If you're returning to the channel, welcome to the channel. If you're new, like I said, my name's Austin. This is the Sports Stage. We do a lot of daily fantasy player props. Excuse my stutter there. Today we're doing baseball. I got 4 player props for you guys. I'm doing these on the Sleeper app. I believe you can find, I know you can find these on the CHALKBOARD app as well. There's a couple other apps. They weren't quite the same lines. So I'm doing them on Sleeper. I do like the Sleeper app, and that's what we're going to go with right now. Real quick before I get started, if you're new to that app, you have not used Sleeper before, I'm going to leave a promo code down here at the bottom to get you up to a $100 deposit match on your first deposit. That code is worldwide. Type in that code when you sign up and you'll get up to a $100 deposit match. There's a link in the description down here for you so you can get to the app nice and easy. But anyways, let's get right to the picks. I'm not going to waste much time talking about the app. I just want to let you guys know. First one we're going with, guys, Zach Wheeler here. See here, all this red. Most of the time red means bad, right? That's not good. But in this case, red means good for us because we're going to take the under on his hits allowed line. Zach Wheeler's hits allowed is at 5.5 right now. All this red is showing is that he's likely to hit the under. Minus 1.3 point differential here on the projected difference. The projected is 4.2 hits allowed. The line's at 5.5. So minus 1.3 on that projection difference. That's why it's showing up in red there. 23% of the time he's hit this over. Meaning, if we do the math, what would that be? 77% of the time he's hitting the under. I like that. Let's click on Zach Wheeler, dive a little bit deeper. So 5.5 hits allowed. The over's at plus 120 odds. Right now, this is according to Caesar Sportsbook. The under, excuse me, the under is at minus 166 odds. So heavily favored on the under as far as Caesar Sportsbook goes. But the trends right here, guys, all that lines up for us. 23% of the time he's hitting the over on the season. Last 10, 30% of the time he's hitting the over. 70% of the time he's smashing that under for us. Last 5, 80% of the time, that's 4 of the last 5 games, he's not giving up 5.5 hits or more. The one time right here he did against the Yankees. Yankees are stacked. That's a damn good baseball team over there. So Zach Wheeler under 5.5 on the hits allowed. You guys can see it all right there. The numbers line up, the trends line up, the odds line up, and the point differential there on the hits allowed lines up. His K line is actually looking pretty good too. 1.15 projected point differential for us on the K line. We're not actually taking that, but I did want to show it to you. I just noticed that as I'm looking at this. 5 straight games, he's gone at least 6 Ks. So if you wanted to throw that one in as a bonus as well, go ahead, do it. I'm not putting that pick out. That wasn't one of the ones I was gonna show you guys, but now that I see that, that's actually looking pretty good right there. Heavily favored on the over. Just a little bonus one, I guess, for you guys. Moving right along, guys, we're going to go with Garrett Crochet, and we're going to take his strikeout line. So we're sticking with the strikeouts here now that we switched over to Ks on Wheeler. And let's go to Garrett Crochet. Garrett Crochet right now, his over is at minus 155 odds. His under's at minus 120 odds. That is according to BetMGM and DraftKings here. If we scroll over, we even got a Pinnacle line. Pinnacle, sharpest book in the world. Let's click on that and you run with those odds. Over's at minus 138. Under's at plus 100. They're favoring the over. I also like the over at 5.5 Ks. We have a 1.5 point differential there on the Ks for the projected point differential here. Props.cash is great with that. That's how I find a lot of the picks is looking at those differentials. You see right here, 1.5 is a lot when you're talking strikeouts. When I'm looking for strikeouts, I'm looking for 1 or higher. Like hits, runs, RBIs, I'm looking around 2.5 and higher for good projections on that, and that's kind of a good indicator of a good pick. 1.5 on a K line is really, really freaking good. 5.5 is his projected total. Looking at it, the trends, not so good in the last 5, right? He's been under that quite a bit. Last 10, though, he's been over it 60% of the time. We're going down here, looking at the Cubs, right in the middle of the pack there. They've been right kind of well, there's 30 teams in the league, right? So 12th, 18th, and 15th on the season. They're dead smack in the middle for strikeout percentage. The last 15, they're at 12. The last 30, they're at 18. So right around the middle of the road there, that 50th percentile mark-ish on the season for the Cubs in strikeout percentage. But Crochet, strikeouts per inning, 95th percentile. He's getting 1.3 strikeouts per inning. So 5.5 strikeouts. If we go down here, we can see his innings. The reason he's been down in those strikeout numbers is the amount of innings he's going. When he's throwing 5 innings or more, he's getting that mark. So we're hoping that he throws, obviously, more than 2 innings down here. But we're hoping that he goes 5 innings. If he goes 5 innings, he's more than likely going to get 6 strikeouts just based on his season average of 1.37 strikeouts per inning. I'm really liking this pick, guys. Like I said, the projected differential there is in our favor. 7 Ks projected for Garrett Crochet. We need him to get 5.5. So if you know sports betting, he needs 6 for us to cover on that one. So moving right along. So like first of all, put that one in your slip, Garrett Crochet. Moving right along, Grant Holmes. We're also going to stick with the K line here on Holmes. So let's go down here to the Atlanta, Colorado game, and Grant Holmes. 4.5 strikeouts is his line. If you look at his last 10, look at that. 8 of his last 10, he's under that line. The over is favored, however. Minus 135 on the over, plus 105 on the under. That's according to DraftKings. I mean, you can see Fanatics and Caesars also have the over heavily favored for the strikeout line. We're hitting the over. I know typically you guys, I like to see trends match up with odds, and that's kind of how I go about finding my picks most of the time. But look who he's playing against. The Rockies. I don't know about you guys if you've watched any Rockies baseball over the past, 4 or 5 years. They have done nothing. The numbers actually don't look terrible for the Rockies. They're not striking out a ton. Grant Holmes is also not striking out a ton. But it's the Colorado Rockies, guys. If you don't like this pick, I'm not going to say you have to put this on your slip. None of these, you don't have to take any of my picks, right? But I'm not going to say 100% lock this one in. I'm showing it to you guys because I like it for Grant Holmes to go over on the strikeouts. 1.5 projection differential on strikeouts. You already heard me talk about that earlier and why that's significant, but he's projected to get 6 Ks. His line's at 4.5. We're taking it at that 4.5, and we're going to run with the over. I really like this pick based on who he's playing against. That's just my thought on it. I know it looks bad, I'm not going to lie. 8 of the last 10, he's been under it, and I'm about to take the over on it. Just, if you're ever going to trust me on this one. If you take this over and it does not hit, comment on this video. I'll give you a free month of my VIPs. Let's do that. Does that sound fair? Because this doesn't look like a good pick. I'm saying take the over. Let's take the over. Grant Holmes over 4.5 Ks against these sorry-ass Rockies. Next, guys, Juan Yepez. I don't ever know how to say this dude's name. Let's move along into the, where is that game? Right there. Washington. We're going on the hits line. Let's get out of pitchers there. Now we're going to go to batters. Yepez. 0.7 projected differential. On hits, I'm looking for close to a 1 for the projected differential there. He's projected to get 1.2 hits. Obviously, you can't get 0.2 of a hit, but if you know how averages work in projections, that's pretty damn good when we're looking at a half a hit line. All he's got to do is get 1 hit. 83% of games this season, he's had at least a hit. 83%. That is a high number, guys, when we're talking sports betting and getting that edge to make sure we win and hit these picks. That is very high. You guys know I'm looking for 55% and higher implied probability odds to hit a pick. 83% here on the trends on the season. That is extremely high. Kind of enough said right there. That's what sold me on the pick. But there is more. If you look at the odds in the books, minus 270, minus 274, minus 250, minus 260. That's those 4 different books right here: Fanatics, BetMGM, Caesars, and DraftKings, all favoring the over at those odds that I just read off to you guys. There's not much more I can say about this pick and why it's a go for me. 7 of his last 10, over it. 4 of his last 5, over it. 2022 through 2024, over 2 seasons, he's at 60% over this. Dude just gets hits, right? I don't know what else to say about this pick. Hit that one, lock it in. Juan Yepez over half a hit. Doesn't even have to be a single, double, triple. It's not specific. He just got to get a hit. One of them tomorrow. He's facing Jose Soriano. Yepez is a right-handed batter. Against right-handed batters, he's giving up a 278 average, giving up lots of hits to right-handed batters. Put that one in, guys. Lock it in. Real quick before I get finished with this video, I have one more thing for you guys. If you've been watching my videos over the last few days, you've seen this before already. I got a little sweet thing going on right now for the NFL. And before I talk about this, guys, real quick, there's your slip, just so you can see it in front of you. Crochet over 5.5 Ks. Grant Holmes over 4.5 Ks. Juan Yepez over half a hit. And Zach Wheeler under 5.5 hits allowed. $100. It's going to win you $493 if you take it straight for the max payout. I'm flexing it. I'm going to go 4. If you get 4 correct, it's $259, 2.59x payout. 3 correct is going to be $118, 1.1x payout. So really, that's on a $100 play. If you bet $100 and we get 3 correct, you're winning $18. If you get 4 correct, you're winning $159. That's kind of how that works. They don't really show you that. Part of this is the $100 you're getting back that you wagered. I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't say wager. It's not a sports book. This is a daily fantasy sports app, so it's not really a wager, if you know what I mean. Anyways, for my NFL thing I got going on, Sports Stage Pick'em Pool. This is on the Sleeper app. They have Pick'em Pools now. This just rolled out last week. I've opened this Pick'em Pool. I want to get it big so we can all have fun and talk trash to each other. This is going to be a real fun thing we got going. So if you don't know what Pick'em is, it basically you pick the winner or the loser of a game. Every single game on the NFL slate every single week. At the end of the season, the winner who's done the best in picking games all season long, I'm going to give them $200. It's a free entry, but a $200 payout. So really risk-free for you, and it's going to be fun. We can all talk smack. You guys can see down here. Here's the chat. If you click on this chat, it'll pop up a big chat feed. Talk trash to each other. Have some fun with each other with this. The pick'em, it's not a straight pick'em where it's like this Baltimore KC game where you pick Baltimore or KC to win. We're doing it by the spread. So Baltimore right here, if you can see that, I know it's small. It says plus 3.5, KC minus 3.5. So if you don't know what a spread is and how that works, you probably do if you're watching this video this long, but I'm going to explain it real quick in simple terms. If Baltimore wins or loses by less than 3.5 points, you would win this pick if you took Baltimore plus 3.5. Kansas City, if you take them minus 3.5, that means they have to win and win by more than 3.5 points for you to hit that pick right there. So that's how that's going to work. We're doing it by the spread. To get into this pool, all you have to do, guys, use one of these 3 promo codes. If you don't have the Sleeper app, use code WORLDWIDE. You get a $100 deposit match, up to a $100 deposit match on your first deposit. Same goes for CHALKBOARD, code WORLDWIDE, up to a $100 deposit match on your first deposit. And if you don't have CHALKBOARD yet, and if you don't have Dabble yet, use code SSWIN right here, SSWIN. $10 on sign up from Dabble. If you use that code, you get a free $10 play. Dabble is a really fun app. If you don't know about them, they have set payouts, so it doesn't matter the odds of a pick. 2 picks is a 3x payout, 3 picks is a 6x payout, so on down the line. Check out their website, check out their app. That one's really fun. CHALKBOARD and Sleeper, you hear me talk about them all the time. I use Sleeper mostly, but CHALKBOARD is another good one. Very similar to Sleeper. Usually A sleeper line is the same as a chalkboard line, but not all the time. You guys, if you follow my Instagram page, you saw I did a middles bet where there was a difference in lines on sleeper and chalkboard. So we hit a fantasy middles there, and we hit that middle, and we won big on that particular pick. That was about a month ago, though, so you have to dig through my Instagram to find that one. Anyways, guys, use one of these 3 codes. When you use that code, it's going to show you your wallet and show that you deposited with that promo code. Screenshot that and send me an email. I'm going to leave my email in the description of this video so you guys can see it, but I can also write it out for you guys right here, so you can see what it is, so you know what you're looking for. It's sportstage0@gmail.com. That's my email right there, guys. If you want to look at take it from right there, or it's in the description down below. Use one of those 3 codes, worldwide on sleeper or chalkboard, and SSWIN on Dabble. Screenshot it, send me an email on that to this Gmail right here, and I'll get you the link to get in on that pick and pull. Like I said, it's free entry. Yes, you are depositing on one of those 3 apps, but you're depositing into your own wallet. You're not paying anything to get into the pick and pull. You're just putting money in so that you can use these apps, and you're getting a deposit match with those apps, or a free $10 on Dabble. So free entry to get in it, $200 if you win that pick and pull. Once that pool gets to 20 people, I'm actually going to double that and make it a $400 payout. So share it with your buddies. Share this video with your friends, and share these codes with your friends and my email. And if they use these codes right here, any of them, 1 of them, 2 of them, 3 of them, it doesn't matter. The codes are here for you guys, so you can get these deposit matches to help you guys out. If they want to use those codes, have them send me a screenshot to that email. Share it with your buddies so they can get in on it too and get a chance at that free $200. If it gets to 20 people, it's going to go up to $400 on the payout. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like these videos, you like my picks, you like my style, any of it at all, I'm doing this for you guys. I like to do this because it's fun. Betting on sports is just fun. I don't go crazy, right? I'm not going to spend my whole mortgage on my house on sports betting. Be smart about it. Find your unit. Once you find your unit, it's fun, guys. You can manage your bankroll nice and easy. My unit, what I go by is whatever I'm willing to lose. If I say, for example, if I could just take $1,000 in hand and throw it in the trash, and it's not going to hurt me that much, take that amount, divide it by 100. That's your unit. Right now I'm staying light because football season's coming up, and that's where I'm going to win big. I'm just trying to keep my bankroll high right now for football season. So I'm doing like half a unit here and there on these baseball plays and the Olympic bets that I've been doing as well. That's all I got, guys. Please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Share it with your buddies. We want to grow this Sports Stage community big. We can all have fun together. Let me know in the comments what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see in the future. And if you're going to send me an email, feel free to drop a comment and say, hey, I sent you an email, so I can look for it. I'll check my spam folder and my regular inbox as well. Thank you, guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys next time.